we have actors Harshika as well as Bhuvan too, because Harshika shared her ordeal through social media through a post as well. Harshika, what exactly happened? We also know that Bhuvan was driving the car. What exactly happened and what do you have to state?
Yeah, so that's what Bhuvan was just explaining. I think Bhuvan would be better if he explains because he was driving the car and he went through the whole ordeal. So basically, we were. It was a happy evening. We had good dinner at Karama restaurant. We were just coming out. We came out and we got into the car. And it was a valet parking. So the valet guys got the car and then Bhuvan just started the vehicle. He didn't even move the vehicle. And then these guys were like, "Bada gaadi dekhe jao," and all that. And then Bhuvan was like, "Aitappa, nan hogtini, nin solpa jaga kodu nange." And then like, ye kannada ke log kai kaise aa jate in their language. And then Bhuvan was like,
what language were they speaking? Were they speaking Hindi or were they speaking
Hindi and Urdu?
And Urdu. And it was like, so Bhuvan was like, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ವಾ, ಬನ್ನಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರಿ. Again those people come back and then like, what is your problem, ಏನಿದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು directly they put hand into his neck. And you know, look at this, they try to pull it got cut. Okay, he felt that something is slipping on his neck and he gave it to me. He's like, just see, the chain is like cut. Yeah, so this was cut. The minute this happened, there was like so many people like this. He was handling, he was like trying to push them and they were trying to put their hand inside the car to get other valuables. They're trying to steal whatever they get basically. And then there were so many people and then they're passing comments, they're passing different kind of comments. She's fair, she might not be from the Kannada thing and all those things. And Bhuvan is like, you know, iri one nimsha, iri maatadta idiralla, iri one nimsha. And we are going on talking in Kannada. I don't know if that aggravated or I don't know what happened. They were like literally, he was the only man in the car and we were all women. And then those people, they just kept, you know, like, and then that is the minute I called our inspector from R.R. Nagar. He's very close to us. I just called him and I told him, "Sir, we are in this place and this happened. So what do we do now?" So he said, "Elli madam, ellidira, location kalsi nange ellidira." So I put that on speaker. So even, yeah. So the minute they heard his voice, slowly these people started disappearing. The ones who created the problem, they started disappearing. And the ones who were there, they were trying to solve the situation. They were like, "Yen agilla sir, parvagilla hogi, yen agilla, yen maha agilla, hogi parvagilla, traffic jam agutte, beda hogi." And we had to move from there. So we moved the car just few meters away. We found a patrol vehicle, Hoysala vehicle, and Bhuvan got down from the car and he went and spoke to the inspector there, I think ASI Daro in Kambala. So he went there and he spoke to him and he didn't show much interest. He was like, "Station hogi complain madi," and all that. Then Bhuvan was like, "Okay, you know, I think we'll leave it here and it's fine and let's not give complaint," and we stopped it. But then he got 2 tetanus injections. Even the wound is not healed yet. So this kind of, you know, kept haunting me that this is not right. We are born here, we are raised here, we are known as, you know, Karnataka people, and aren't we safe? Aren't we safe in our own place? Should we be scared to go to few areas? Should we take permission? Oh, navil barboda. Should we ask people and go? Aren't we safe in our own place? That's when, you know, I felt like, are we not in India? Are we in Pakistan or Afghanistan? That was the whole reason. It wasn't like anything else. Like there are so many people who told us, "How did you guys even get back safe from?"
Harshika, personally, do you feel safe? Because such incidents, if it is reported and you post this on social media, do you actually feel safe?
No, I don't. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I don't feel safe. And you know, what happened with me might have happened with a lot of other people as well. And they might not voice out like us. And for us, the same thing happened. Even the family, no, everyone were like, "Okay, you guys really, you want to go, you know, talk about it. Decide, it's your wish, end of the day."
To pursue this legal.
Exactly. Everyone, I don't know if it's fear or I don't know if they feel that people might not support them, or I don't know. I really have no clue about others, but I don't want to mention, but there were media in my house yesterday and they told me the kind of horrible experiences they had, and they were like, "Madam, even our chain is snatched, even our valuables have gone, even our pickpocket has happened, like we have lost our purses and wallets and all that, and we can't do anything. There's so many people, what will you do?" So these were their experiences. I didn't experience that. This I experienced, and I have the pain. Even now, if I think of the whole situation, it haunts me, and this hurt because someone who's not done anything, and these people come, they do all kinds of things, and then they later say, it's okay, yen agila, hogi. I think that's not right. Yeah.
Good that you lodged the complaint, Harshika. Bhuvan, I'll just take one response from you. You stated that being here in Karnataka, you have faced several such instances as well in the past too. And this is absolutely horrifying that you should not be hounding the victim or the complainant. So I agree completely with that. What do you have to state regarding this incident? It has been reported from Fraser Town, and it has been reported in such a way that, looks like it does not reflect good on the law enforcement authorities as well. Do you see any sort of dereliction of duty on the part of the law enforcement authorities?
So, first of all, I wouldn't like to comment anything on the law and order in Karnataka. That'll be wrong if I do that. But I'd like to tell you my experience. At the first place, I think India is getting an image of safe, clean, and an economically great country right now. And if such incidents happen to people like us who are in the social circuit, just imagine the kind of trouble a normal person might be going through. Because I was talking to one of the reporters yesterday who's been on bed rest for 1.5 months because of a spinal cord injury. He was driving the car, and there was a guy who was doing wheeling on the nice road, and to avoid not hitting that boy, he took a turn, and it turned out to be from a particular community, and he's paralyzed since 1.5 months. So such incidents have been going on, especially in certain areas in Bangalore, as far as my knowledge goes. And it's come to a situation wherein we Bangaloreans are very scared to go to certain areas. For example, after this incident, I think people will think 10 times to go to this particular area where, we had an issue in.
Why don't you name it? It's Fraser Town.
Fraser Town, yeah. So, for example, Fraser Town, or that particular road was Mosque Road. And I think it's a beautiful restaurant, and I think people will be very scared to go to that area, because if something could happen to us, it could happen to anybody. Okay, so I'd like the state government and the police department to make sure that such things do not go unaccounted for, because if people in these areas understand that there are no consequences to their actions, this is going to keep increasing, and there's going to come a moment when the locals are going to take permission to do whatever in their own areas in Bangalore.
Lastly, what have the law enforcement authorities promised you? You did have a word with the additional commissioner as well. So what have they spoken in terms with the complaint that you have registered?
Yeah, we spoke to them. What he says is, such incidents in their jurisdiction should not happen. It shouldn't have happened, and they've been tracking such things from before as well, and they were glad that we've come out, but they were like, you should have actually given a complaint long back, and you would have gotten it solved long back, but then good that you've given it now. We'll pursue it. We'll file an FIR and make sure that this particular case sets an example to everybody that it will not happen and it will not be tolerated in the future.
Okay. Lastly, did you feel worried for your family members, especially for the women who were in the car at that point of time, Bhuvan?
Absolutely, sir. So, to tell you, when people are trying to snatch you, pull you and hit you, a common reaction of a man is to thrash their face. Okay, you having 3 women around you, the common response will be get down and thrash the hell out so that I can protect my family. But then, if I would have gotten down when there were 30-40 people, the case would have been very, very different. And being an actor, I'm very sure I'd have got injuries on my face and all that. And of course, I would have hit, they would have hit. It would have become a very huge scene. So the kind of trauma that we go through to protect our family, and the kind of trauma that our family goes through when they see us in such situations, nobody needs to go through all this. And this is one of the reasons I wouldn't have come out. I was the first person to tell Harshika, let's not do it, because this is the election time, and as you saw the kind of questions which we got, right, it's like, why do you want to give a complaint right now? And these are the kind of questions I knew will come. So that's why I said, let's keep quiet right now, let's go back later, probably once the elections are out and all that, we'll come out and we'll tell people. But then after seeing these injuries on my hand, she felt bad about it. So
I'm sorry, Bhuvan. They are very disturbing. Like, did they use some sort of weapons on
No,
you? Or
these are
what
nails.
was it?
These are nails.
These were just nails, huh?
Nails, yeah. So basically, when I was they were trying to grab the keys, right? So I was trying to hold on to the keys, and they scratched my hands. You know, so yeah. So
This is physical assault, huh?
absolutely physical assault. So I almost got hit on the face and all that, but then, just to make sure that nothing happens to my family, I had to control all this and keep it. And I think it's very hard for a man to be in control when there's a situation like that wherein his family is being attacked. So that's one of the reasons I've come here today, to give a complaint, to make sure that no man should think twice to take his family out for a lunch or a dinner or any sort of a outing in Bangalore. So I think it's very sad that such things are happening in Bangalore.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.